Have you ever stood in an orchard filled with apple trees and orange trees and wondered how many would be falling on a nearby house? Me neither. However, if you, like me, have been doing a lot of coding interviews, this is the kind of problems you could be faced with. So in today's video, we'll be diving into the HackerRank problem, apples and oranges in Python. Let's get straight to it. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description for the problem on HackerRank if you would like to code along with me. However, I'll also leave a link to my GitHub where you will find the solution to the problem. So for this problem, we imagine a house, Sam's house in this case, as a rectangle that starts at point S and ends at point T. On either side of it, there is a tree. So on the right side, you have an apple tree at point A. On the left side, you have an orange tree at point B. Now, when the fruits fall from their trees, they can fall either to the left or to the right. If they fall to the left, it means that they have a negative distance. If they fall to the right, it means they have a positive distance. Our job is now to figure out how many of these fruits will fall on the area that defines Sam's house. Let's look at an example. So let's say the house starts at 7 and ends at 11. We have the apple tree at point 5, while we have the orange tree at point 15. We have the apples falling at distances of -2, 2, and 1 from the apple tree, and we have the oranges falling a distance of 5 and -6 from the orange tree. Let's break it down step by step. So first we calculate the absolute positions of the fruits. So this is where they fall on the x-axis. We do this by adding the absolute position of the tree that the fruit fell from. Starting with the apples. The first apple falls a distance of 5 plus -2, giving us 3. The second apple falls a distance of 5 plus 2, giving us 7. And the third apple falls a distance of 5 plus 1, giving us 6. For the oranges, the first orange falls a distance of 15 plus 5, giving us 20, while the second orange falls a distance of 15 minus 6, giving us 9. And now we can see that there fell exactly 1 apple and 1 orange on Sam's house. Seems simple, right? Now let's convert this into code. What we want to do is to find the amount of apples that fell between S and T and then print that sum. So we'll start with a print and a sum. In the sum, we want to check if the apple fell within the start of the house, S, and the end of the house, T. So we'll write that S, the start of the house, should be less than or equal to apple, which again should be less than or equal to the end of the house, T. Apple in this case is the distance the apple fell from the tree. So what we'll need to do is to write a for in loop going through all of the apples. And then for each of those distances, we add the position of the tree. So we have here A plus I. And there we go. With just one line of code, we've solved this problem. Now the last bit we're missing is just to do the same for the oranges. So to do this, we will simply duplicate this line, replace apples with oranges, and the absolute position of the tree with the position of the orange tree, in this case, B. To test our code, let's just run all of the tests, and as we can see, all of them are passing. So that's it. That's all there is to this problem. To recap, here's what our function does. It uses list comprehension and the sum function to determine how many apples and oranges fall within the range of the house, so between S and T. For the apples, we check each of the landing positions by taking the distance it fell and adding the absolute position of the tree, A, to that distance. We of course do the exact same for oranges, and then finally we print the count. Super efficient, super simple. And that's it. We've written a neat piece of code that determines how many apples and oranges lands on Sam's house. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the bell icon for more fun coding tutorials. Thank you for watching and happy coding!